All right, I know it may not look like it, but we're actually at an event for Army of Two, the 40th day, and of course, Alex Hutchinson, creative director on Army of Two. You can't have an Army of Two without some form of co-op.
No.
Is that correct?
That's correct. So, we really wanted to sort of take co-op to the next, the next evolution in this game. Lots of games have co-op elements. They have a mode or an extra feature. We still, one of the few games that's only playable in co-op. So, you're either playing with the partner AI in single player, or split screen with a buddy on the couch, or over Xbox Live or PlayStation Network with your friend. Even the multiplayer this time around, which is the big focus for the event, is trying to take co-op from that campaign setting and into the multiplayer. So we're hoping that people sort of migrate with their buddy from the campaign mode and go into multiplayer, so that they can be pwned as a pair instead of individuals.
Sure.
Which is it's depressing.
Sure, of course
Yeah.
it is. So how do you take that co-op from the campaign into the multiplayer? Like, what are the co-op specific kind of techniques and maneuvers that you can do that kind of boost your combat performance?
Yeah, so to get the dull stuff out of the way with the new one, we've gone to a client-server model with this one, right? So it's
thrilling.
exciting, which basically means now that you can browse for games and set up your own games.
Yeah.
We're doing all the stuff that the cool kids are doing, like automatic host migration. So if someone rage quits because you shot him in the face, the game continues, and someone else in the party will pick up as host. We're trying to get co-op in there, as you said, by basically making all of the modes have rewards for co-op behavior. So the co-op deathmatch, which is obviously the simplest mode, is just you and your buddy shooting other folks. Is 2 on 2 on 2 on 2 on 2 on 2. I think that's 12. And it's lots.
Okay.
Your buddy's the only one who can heal you if you get down, and he's the only one you can get extra grenades from
Okay.
if you need some more grenades. Another mode, which is control, is 2 teams of up to 6, but it still pairs within that, so you have the same abilities with your buddy. So,
Right.
when we watch people play, they tend to move through the space in pairs still, and it gives it a really different feel to sort of most run and gun shooters.
Do you always keep the two players in a pair together, or are you ever going to like spawn on opposite ends of the map and you have to meet up to roll around as a unit, or you're always going to be?
You can spawn on your partner, or off to the side, depending on the situation that's going on. And we obviously you can split up if you want to split up, but because if you come around a corner and you're playing solo, even if you get the drop on 2 other guys, you open fire on them, it's very unlikely that you'll actually kill both of them, because if they turn at once, obviously the firepower is 2 to 1. So the game really does encourage you to stick it out with your buddy.
I'm not here to brag or anything, but I played the game earlier, and I did actually 2 or 3 times kill both guys in a pair.
Yeah,
and I noticed.
Yeah, but you play another press, so really.
Yeah,
I think,
you can't really make
can't rely
excuses
on
for
it.
those guys. But so I noticed when that happened, it gave me some sort of killed the pair kind of bonus with extra points. Do those points go toward any kind of like unlockables? Do you have a persistent kind of
we have a
around
metagame rank system,
Okay.
which you sort of climb the ladder. We also wanted to get that sense of community into the game, so you and your buddy will be ranked. Like if you play with, if you and I play together, then we'll be on the leaderboard together. Like we're not individuals on the leaderboard, you and I together. So if you have different pairs, you can sort of compare, how I play with you versus with someone else. We have lots of things where we're tracking your rivals over multiple games. So you come on, play on Monday, and some guy's shooting you, endlessly. He becomes your rival, and when you next log on, it'll tell you there's a rival in this game.
Interesting.
And vice versa with someone you're dominating, it'll also record that as well. So
can you find the games those guys are in, or is it just
you can see
like,
we're
you can
calling
actually see where they are?
We're calling them out in the browser. So if you browse for a game, you'll see you have lots of rivals in this game. So if you are thirsting for revenge, you can hunt them down.
Very cool. Very cool. So you guys are you have enacted a bold technique here. Like pre-order bonuses have gotten to be a big thing. You guys don't have any guns or skins or anything. You guys have a mode that is going to be a pre-order bonus.
Which is it's sort of damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
Because if you say we're adding a platinum gun skin this time, then everyone says this is nothing. Why would I pre-order for that piece of rubbish? It's not gameplay relevant. So we thought we'll go. I think the franchise has a history of taking risks, so we felt sort of comfortable saying what, we're going to give you a whole mode, a 4th multiplayer mode, which is called Extraction, which is kind of like a mashup between Gears of War's Horde mode and Left 4 Dead, in that you and up to 3 other buddies, so 4 of you are trying to hold a location against an onslaught of enemies. If you manage to wipe them out, you then migrate to a new location, and there's 4 locations, each with 4 chapters, so there's 16 locations, and it gets brutally hard. So it's kind of a throwback to those old games, that those eye-bleedingly hard games. But I will say that it's only a pre-order bonus for the first 30 days.
Okay.
After that, we are going to give it away for free. emphasizing the magical word free to everybody else. So we just wanted to give a thanks to people who got in there early because it's a tough quarter coming up the start of next year. So we want people to get on board.
Cool, and I understand it's not a retailer-specific pre-order thing. Is that right? Anywhere you pre-order?
Anywhere you pre-order it. So first,
I feel a little bit better.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. We worked really hard for the last couple of years, and we're a small team. So we hope that people get out there and give it a shot. At least try the demo, which will be coming out. At least give it a shot, and if you like it, please buy a copy.
What is the size of the team? I mean, you guys are how are you rolling in Montreal?
Well, I know it's going to sound like a big number in the ultimate. It's 80 people, about 80 people. But we're comparing.
Is that considered small these days?
These days, it's for a AAA, it's small. Got to go with a couple hundred. Anywhere up to there's some teams out there rolling almost at the 500 mark these days.
Whoa! What is a game that takes 500 people?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Wow, I really want to know actually.
But there's a lot, and so so I think we're punching above our weight. And so come January 13, hopefully people pick it up on Xbox 360 or PlayStation.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your time.
Thank you, sir.
What do you think this guy thinks of Army of Two? What do you think he is doing here?
We were talking about this earlier. I think he is part of a Tomb Raider style puzzle.
Yeah.
I think if we figure out what he does, the pool drains and we gain access to a temple, a secret temple.
The water will lower, and then the bottom of the pool will turn into steps.
Exactly.
Spiral
steps down into Hades.
Down into hell. Yes.
Into Hades. But which is where the Germans were jumping before. So we had Germans leaping in the pool.
So we're going to find a bunch of MP40s down there that we can shoot the
It'll
zombie
be
Nazis
zombie
with.
Nazis.
Indeed. And obviously this guy's prepared to go with us.
He has a beverage.